Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna. I'm a little bit spooky, and today we are creating this kind of ethereal, soft gothic look for Valentine's Day, and I have two lip options. We're going to do a super wearable, pretty lip, and also this beautiful vampy lip that I'm in love with. And yeah, I'm going to show you how I got this look. We're going to have very skin-like skin, very low coverage, just perfected glowy skin and glowy wet looking eyes and some soft lashes. And yeah, that's what we're doing today for just a pretty Valentine's Day look. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into the video. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below after you watch this video which lip look is your favorites. You probably already know what mine is, but anyway, all right, on to the makeup. I just did some foundation, concealer, powder because I'm testing stuff out for another video. But today I wanted to do a soft, kind of a soft romantic look. Like very soft on the eyes. And I'm going to have a couple lip options. So you can choose if you want to be a little more vampy with it. And a little bit of a soft goth vibe, if you will. Which is my vibe. Okay. So on the skin I have the Makeup Revolution Super Dewy Tinted Moisturizer and the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. So yeah, that's what we got on the skin so far, and I've set it down with just a little bit of my number 7 Lift and Illuminate. So first thing I'm going to do to start this look is actually start with skin and like my contour bronze situation, which I don't usually do. But we're doing things a little out of order today, having fun, because the eyes are going to be super light. It's no big deal. So what I'm going to do is reach for my Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm Face Palette. You can use any sort of bronzer or contour product you want to use for this. The products really aren't that important to look. It's just more about the vibe and they're very dupeable products. I will actually have a video coming with dupes for these things, some of these things. But yeah, we're going to go in with this today and just do some sculpting first with these two shades. So we're just going to grab this little cheek brush here. This is actually a highlighting brush from e.l.f., but I like to use these for cheek products and not highlight. I know. But I'm going to start with the lightest contour in here. And I'm just going to sculpt the face as I normally do. Kind of light, nice little sculpt with kind of light coverage today. The skin's kind of easy breezy, skin like just a little perfected, a little glowy. So I'm just gonna add some shape back to my face a bit and a little bit of warmth because I'm looking quite ghostly. So I'm just gonna bring a little shape back in. And to not remove any coverage, I'm just gonna do more of a stamping motion than a light blend. And this really isn't pivotal to the look or anything. It's just what I'm feeling today. If I seem a little I'm sleepy. It's a little bit later in the day than I normally film, and I got up really early. So you girls want a nap. I'm trying not to take a nap. So I'm just kind of hugging the cheekbones. Whatever bronzer or contour you want to use for this definitely will work. I just pulled this out today because that's what I wanted to play with. Medium sweeper from Sigma, just make sure it's clean. Do just a little bit of a nose contour with a medium sweeper. Just lightly. No cream contour or anything like that today. I want this look to have kind of a bit of an ease to it. Just put that out. I'm going to take the same shade right in here and just down the side of the nose. Just kind of grazing. Just want a little bit of shape back to the face. And take some around the lips. Soften that out. This gives a little bit of fullness there. And I'm going to take the same contour shade and I'm going to start to run it right out here through the crease, or through the socket line rather. And I'm going to pull it up and out for some structure like this. And just go ahead and carry that over into the socket line. And into here, coming from the brow. A lightly kind of sculpted eye. Now I'm going to dip over into the deeper of the contour shades in here. It's a little bit warmer and deeper. It is called, I think, Super Sculpt. You could just use any transition shade you want for this part or contour type product. I'm just going to kind of build that right out here. But any just light kind of bronzer shade like this that's a little bit deeper will do. I just want the outer corners to have some lift to them. Tucking that right into the socket line. Just gonna take just a dab at that, just right here. Just the smallest amount. I'm gonna take the medium sweeper side of this brush and that darker contour shade and just tuck it right in here a little bit more on the outer corner. And bring just a touch of that onto the lower lash line. Just to kind of add a little sculpt under there, a little shadow and shape. I'm gonna go ahead and pull in my blush shade, which I did not pick. I don't want to go quite this warm as this blush in here. This little, I think it's, what is this called? Multi-Glow. It's a little more peachy than what I'm wanting. This one from Milani. This is the Milani Tea Rose powder blush. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty blush. I think that would look really nice with this. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that on. This is a soft kind of shade, kind of very, dusty rose. I'm gonna keep it kind of up and out, lifted placement. And just tap a little bit as there's less on the brush coming in. And take a little bit right here. The outer portion of the eye there. It might be easier to take this on my medium sweeper. I'm going to pull it right in here. Just to have that same tone kind of throughout the face. Alright, nice. I'm going to take my powder brush I used a while ago to set my face. Where did it go? Here it is. And just tap right here, make sure everything is looking smooth and blended. And I am going to use the highlight from this palette, I think. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Just a light champagne. And I'm just going to take it on the same brush I used for the blush. Just pat that right here on the high points. Okay, just make sure it's really married into the skin. I don't want it to be like extremely metallic or anything like that. Just that nice soft kind of glow from the product. I think it just looks pretty. Alright, now for the eyes, I am going to go over to the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Eye Palette. Smoky Eyes Are Forever. You don't have to use this palette. I just want to use just these 3 shades right here. They're pretty dupable shades, really. It's just a kind of a Pillow Talk-esque type shimmer. The new CoverGirl Clean Eyes palette in Cool Berry. It's a shade pretty close to this. This is just a little bit more shimmery, whereas that one feels a little bit more on the satin side. Very similar tone, and this is just in light champagne. And then you got an ivory color here, which actually I'm just going to use those 2 shimmers, in fact, and I'm going to mess with that one. Just going to be bouncing between these 2. And they're very pretty, but again, you could find something quite similar to this. They're in a million different color pop palettes. You've got something in your collection like that. I'm just looking for something that kind of has that little bit of a soft, rosy glow to it to put on the eyes that's not a whole lot of color or anything like that. Just something very soft. So I'm just going to dip a little bit into this one right here, which has a touch of warmth in it, but it's still kind of a pinky tone. I'll just give you a little swatch so you can really get a kind of vibe for it. I mean, it pretty much looks like something out of Pillow Talk, any of the Pillow Talk palettes. So if you have anything like that looks like one of those, you're pretty much set. Alright, so I'm going to take that just onto the lid here and just do a nice wash of some shine across the eyelid. And I'm just going to kind of pull it up just a little bit, let it flow. If you have any of those like sheer kind of like sparkly shades, this kind, they're just like a little bit of a topper, something like that would be really pretty with this. I mean, Charlotte's formula though, there's just something about that kind of wet look her shimmers have. Just gonna let that diffuse into nothing. All right, now I'm gonna take the champagne shade and I'm gonna pop a little bit of that just in the inner corner here. And even take just a touch of that right on the center. A little added glow right there. Yeah, that looks really nice. Just throwing just a little kiss of that, like right in the middle. Very pretty. That's very pretty. And just so soft. Just something about this. It's very romantic. I'm going to take the Pillow Talk eyeliner pencil. I still have not found a perfect dupe of this. NYX used to have one, but it is no longer. I can't find it anymore. So, but if you have like a burgundy kind of dark or dark brown, any kind of whatever you want to use for your liner situation, but I like the idea of it not being black, like a warm brown maybe, or something in that burgundy family would be beautiful. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this just right here. And this is a very dark burgundy color. I'm gonna take it from where my eye starts to curve down, the highest point, and pull out, straight outward with it. And just do a nice little lift just to end the liner, but not a full-on wing. And to soften it up, I'm going to take a little liner brush and just kind of diffuse that a little bit. And just kind of baby flick. I mean, itty bitty. It's like that, because it have that little bit of deepness, like right there, really does pull the eye up a bit and give it a little more lift. But any kind of a burgundy eyeshadow would work for this. That's really the easiest way, I think, to dupe the Pillow Talk eyeliner is with a powder shadow. Because you can definitely find a powder shadow in this color. It's just really hard to find an eyeliner from the drugstore that looks like this. So not everybody wants to spend Charlotte Tilbury money on an eyeliner, but it's really pretty. It's a really great eyeliner. If you were going to buy it, I would say buy it. If you were wanting to invest in it. It is a beautiful formula and very long wearing. I feel like everybody loves a good Charlotte Tilbury dupe. I know I do. And it's been like a weird little personal mission of mine to find a dupe for this eyeliner. Because I don't want to spend how much it costs for another one when this one is inevitably used up. I would like to just be able to go to Walgreens and get one. Or get something that looks the same. I am planning a whole video that is kind of duping the Charlotte Tilbury vibe of the stuff from the Pillow Talk line. So that is coming. Of just some stuff I stumbled across myself. Dupes I've heard about, tested out, checked out myself. And things that just make me think of pillow talk. So that is the liner done. It's very soft little baby wings. I mean, the smallest of the smallest wings that I could possibly do. This is what I call my everyday liner wings to myself all the time. And I'm just gonna soften them just a touch. So it's not like a harsh edge on them. They're not like super crisp looking. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. And I'm not gonna do falsies today. We're just gonna go with our own lashes. Give them a little nice curl. And for my mascara, I'm gonna use my telescopic lift. I think if you wanted to apply like some little soft wispy lashes with this, that would look really nice. Couldn't go wrong with a Pret-a-Porter from Kiss, honestly. You just kind of can't beat that lash. It is beautiful. I'm just gonna apply me a nice little coat of this though today. Or the Kiss Mascara. That would be beautiful with this. Some flirty little lashes. Just gonna do a little white coating on the lowers. Okay. And that is the eyes complete. Just some nice little flirty lashes. And some little half lashes would look so cute with this. Alright, I'm gonna judge my hair and scrunch out the crunch. It's still in the cast. I just left it the whole day while I've been messing around. And we'll be back for a couple of lip options that are kind of this, I think maybe a little bit more of them be the star of the show. But I just wanted to show you something nice and soft. Okay, we're back. I just scrunched out the crunch of my hair, kind of zhuzhed it up a little bit. A little oomph, a little lift. I'm telling you, a hair pick is my best friend. If you have curly wavy hair, get yourself a cheap little hair pick. What brand is it? Patterned by Tracy Ellis Ross. It has the most beautiful hair pick. I think that's the one. It comes like a little velvet thing. I want it so bad. Because actually, I love using a hair pick through my hair because it just magic. Magic for my hair. And I put some earrings on. I thought we could spice it up with some little snake earrings, courtesy of Walmart. Hair's nice and lifted. A little more volume in it. And my trick for volume, because I have very fine hair, but I have a lot of it, kinda. It's long. That's what it is. It's just long, but it's actually really thin and fine. My go-to trick for thicker hair is the Heritage Texture Spray. It really does give you some body and like something to the hair. A little bit of oomph. Look how nicely my front bits did today. Those are my trouble spots. They never want to curl like the rest of my hair. The rest of my hair I can get into pretty much into ringlets. But these little front buddies, just nope. And honestly, that was before I even bleached my hair. They were like that. Bleached my front. They were never wanting to cooperate. But some days they do a little better. And also, like, do you ever have like one side of your hair that just does so much better than the other ones? This side of my hair always turns out so much nicer looking, and I don't know why. Like, what is up with that? Anyway. And the underside of my hair curls so beautifully where my top layer doesn't want to do the same. Like my bottom layer, it will form perfect, beautiful ringlets. The top part, like the crown area, curls at the end, but it doesn't want to like really curl. It wants to just be wavy, like a kind of an S wave. But the bottom part and like the underside, ringlets. And for this side, I actually have some kind of ringlet action going today. Ringlet-esque. I'm thrilled. I did try a little harder with it today with the making sure I had enough product in like this area. Because sometimes I feel like I just don't maybe style that part as much as I should. Like I miss spots, you know. Real quick before we move on to lips, I do want to take just a little bit more of that pinky shimmer tone from this palette. And I'm gonna just kind of swoop it right up here even. Like above the crease and just kind of bring it all the way up almost to the brow. and just let it diffuse. I'm doing it really lightly and softly, and just pop another little touch of that champagne right in the middle. Just a little more glow in there. I just feel like the eyes need a little more after I put the mascara on. Every time lately that I've done that, like after I've done my mascara, I'm like, I need more eyeshadow. I don't know what's up with that lately. That's just been my every day I've done makeup. I'm like, oh, well, I want to do a little more here, a little more there. I'm just bringing it almost all the way up, and I'm taking that champagne in the center. Why am I holding the brush the way? I just held the brush like the dumbest way. Okay, I'm just putting that in the middle and diffuse. There we go. Just kind of very glowy, and I'm gonna just touch that champagne, tap it off, and just swoop on the brow bone, just the teensiest bit. Let's move on to lips. First, I want to show you kind of a lighter, soft lip option that's flirty, nice, daytime appropriate. It's like a lunch date on Valentine's Day, something like that. And just a pretty romantic lip. And I'm going to use Secret from Milani. And for my lip liner, I think I'm going to pull... I did not pull a lip liner. I thought I did. No, I pulled one for the other shade. Yeah, I think we're going to use Brink from ColourPop. We're going to do like some kind of pillow talky lips for this first lip I want to show you. So I'm going to line my lips with Brink. I think this has just a hair more depth than Pillow Talk does, the shade. Then we'll go in with Pleasure from Milani. This is one of their Color Fetish matte lipsticks. I remembered the name because I just typed it out a while ago. I was making another cup of coffee and uploading a real short thing, so I had to type out what products I was mentioning in there. And this lipstick is a dupe for Pillow Talk. Honestly, I think it's prettier than Pillow Talk. It doesn't have quite as much gray in it. I feel like Pillow Talk has a little bit of a gray in it, right? Like this color is just a little... I think there's something in the undertone that's just a little bit nicer. Anyways, here's our first little lip combo situation. And to me, this is just a beautiful... This could really... I mean, like an everyday look. But there's something very ethereal about it. I feel like this is a lovely, like, Valentine's Day date vibe. Sometimes my husband has to work days or work nights on Valentine's Day, and we go for like a nice lunch instead, and this would be what I would wear. Because it still gives me that nice, pretty vibe. But yeah, honestly, most of the time we celebrate Valentine's Day like 3 days early because people are like, it's too hard to get into restaurants or anything like that. It's better to celebrate it on his off days, or we'll like wait a couple days after instead of going out on actual Valentine's Day. But anyways, I think there's something very ethereal about the eyes with that soft shimmer throughout. And I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but in person it's very sparkly and just wet looking. And it's so pretty. I love the way that looks. There's no chunky glitters or anything. There's just this wet, beautiful shine on the lids. And I think this lip just is beautiful with it. And we kept the skin nice and light and still skin-like, looks like my skin. And yeah, just some soft, my natural hair. And yeah. Alright, and for lip option number 2, we're gonna go super vampy. Bring it into the evening, into the shadows. Look at this goofy little thing. What is that doing? Get out of the way. Get out of the way here. I'm gonna get a sip of coffee before we do this real quick. I'm out of creamer. I'm out of milk. I'm out of half and half or heavy whipping cream. So I had to use powdered creamer because I found some in the cabinet. God, it's so gross. It tastes like fake. But look at my cute little mug. Lila got me this for my birthday. How cute is this? I love it. Going back to ColourPop for our lip liner again. I have a lot of ColourPop lip liners. I bought like one of the vaults and they're amazing. So I'm going to use Control from ColourPop now. And line the lips once again. I overline that top lip a little too much. That's one thing when I'm switching lipsticks and stuff, my lip line just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes. Like when I'm swatching. I'm dropping everything. Okay, and for lipstick, another Milani. I don't know why, I just keep picking the same brands for stuff. But you know I love these color fetish lipsticks. And this is the shade Sensual. Fitting. Yeah, that's the vibe. Hell yeah. Like an almost black lipstick. I love it. I love it. Control is a great lip liner for this. And that is the second lip option. I think you know what my personal favorite is. It's this. But I do think the other lip was really pretty too. But there's something about this contrast with the eyes. I love it. I love it. This is soft gothic glam right here. Well, not really even glam. This is just soft gothic makeup. Definitely to me. It's vampy, it's sultry, and it's just that, I don't know, there's something about how the ethereal soft eyes with that dark, almost black lip. It is just chef's kiss to me. So yeah, that is, oh, it's on my teeth, hold on. Just watch out for that on Valentine's Day, because you don't want to look like a goof. Unless you're me, I don't really care. I look like a goof all the time. But anyways, let me know down below which lip is your favorite. You know which one's mine. And yeah, I will have a video with some Charlotte Tilbury dupes coming up in the coming weeks. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to be posted because I haven't filmed it yet. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. And happy Valentine's Day. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.